Students, we're going to talk about some HTML basics to get you going with coding in HTML. Okay, let's talk about some characters on your keyboard. Okay, this is called the forward slash. We need to talk about angle brackets. Let me show what those look like, and you might recognize those because those look like the symbols for math class, less than, and then we have the other one, greater than. But in the context of coding, these things are called angle brackets. Okay, so we're also going to need the letter H and the number 1. Okay, so these are some things that we're going to use to code something called a heading. Okay, so this is all about headings. Yay. Okay, so what does a heading look like? Well, you got to get an angle bracket. You write H1, you get another angle bracket, and then you say something, and then the other side of it you get the forward slash. And this is important when you have a tag, okay, and you want to close your tag, you have to have the forward slash. So I'm going to have the H1 over here. Okay, this thing right here is the end of the tag, and this is the beginning of the tag. Okay, so these little things right here are called the heading element, or the H1 element, or the heading tag, whatever you want to call it. Okay, and we're going to need those to code. Basically, the heading is like a big emphasized piece of text. Okay, and we're going to see what that does. Okay, so we're going to head over to this site called w3schools.com. Okay, so I'm going to pull that up right now, and here it is: https www.w3schools.com. Okay, all right, so you get here, you're like, oh man, this is great. I can learn all these different coding languages. And it kind of automatically defaults you to HTML because everybody loves to start with HTML. And we're going to click try yourself. Left hand side of the screen here, you have some stuff. We're going to get rid of it. We'll talk about it another time. I'm going to hit run. And basically, when you hit run, it shows what you did on the right hand side. Okay, so let's talk about making a heading. I'm going to get my angle bracket. I'm going to write H1. And now if you notice right here, it's got these different colors. The colors indicate that you're doing things correctly. So I'm going to write something right here. I'm going to write big heading. Okay, and I'm going to just write big heading 1. Okay, and I'm going to get my angle bracket here, and I'm going to close it out with my forward slash. I'm going to write H1 and then get my other angle bracket. Okay, and I'm going to click run. When I click run, it makes this large piece of text called a heading. Okay, so there it is, big heading number 1. Okay, now I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to copy it, and you can either do Control C or Control V. I'm going to paste that in right here, and just real quickly, I'm going to paste this in a couple of times and show you what you can do. Okay, so I've changed that. I keep changing that 1 to the next number. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna click run. Now I got a bunch of different headings here. They're kind of these big pieces of text. Okay, so that's something you can do to get going and coding your first little things is play around with the heading tag. Good luck and have fun.